Hello, good morning, everybody. I hope you are having a good morning. Today is Wednesday, 6th of May. So, we want to look at what we looked at yesterday. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we said yesterday and what has happened so far. We'll start off with the symbol on our screen. We have Euro USD. So, this was supposed to be a sell yesterday. We actually expected a sell, and the reason we expected a sell was because we had a support here. We had a support here. The same support was somewhere here. Then the price basically closed below this one. So we said that if the price could come back up to the same point, then this could have been the correct place to pick a sell from. So the price tried pulling back up, but then it could reach this level, but it was still a sell. So while the price was still being held below this point, you're supposed to be looking for sell positions. We expect price to proceed much lower. There's also a level here where the price needs to break below before it can proceed much lower. We have this level, then you also have this level here. So should the price successfully close below this point, we'll simply wait for a pullback, then we pick the second sell up to the next level, which is this one. So technically this should be the correct place to look for a sell from. We just want price to break below, retrace back, then continue downwards up to 1.07371. So if you're on this chart now, you're supposed to be waiting for that pullback. Expect price to pull back to the upper side. Then you're supposed to pick you expect the price to break below this point, retrace back, then continue to the lower side up to 1.07371. We look at the next symbol, USD/JPY. This is bearish. The price continues to move to the lower side, and you can remember we actually had a trend line which ran all the way. So we said that this was a support here. We had a support, we had a support there, we had a support there, and we had a support here. There we had a support. There are multiple times at the same place was being used as a support before there was a breakout below. We had a resistance, and then we said that if the price came back up to the same place, then this was the correct place to look for a sell-off. So the same thing has been done when the price basically went below this point. It came back, and if you can remember, we marked this as a sell spot. So the price pulled back up to that point, gave us a good sell. We took that sell, and now as I'm speaking, the price actually hit our take profit, and we're in the next sell. So we had a support, there was a break, there's the first retracement, which means this was the correct place to look for a sell from. So if the price pulls back again the second time, then this should be the ideal place where we want to pick a sell from. So we just want price to retrace as it did here. It should come back the second time to give us a good sell place, so that we pick that sell up to 105.00. So if you're on this chart now, you're supposed to be looking for a sell position. Wait for price to pull back, maybe slightly to the upper side. After the price now went below like this, we want a retracement back, so that we pick a second sell with a stop loss above this high. The next symbol, BPUSD. So on this chart, basically there's some shape which looks like it's currently being formed. We have that. We also have one from the lower side. So the lower side, this becomes the support, this becomes the support, and this becomes the resistance, and this becomes the resistance. And we have a short-term support here. This is the support from this level here. So technically, if the price breaks below 1.24181, then we expect a continuation up to the next level, which is this one. So basically just a move to the lower side and then a bounce from that point to the upper side, where this is a buy place, and then from the top this should be a sell place. So if you're on this chart now, expect maybe some short-term buy here up into 24181. If it goes below, then this is the next best place you want to pick buy from. So just expect price to move, break below this point, continue down up to this level here, and then if it goes up, then this should be a sell place. So expect this buy and then expect a sell. Let's move on. Let's see what we have on our next symbol. We look at SP500. This out, the price continues to move to the upper side, and we saw these are the series of retracements that we had in the past. We had a very good retracement here. We also had a retracement here, and then we had a retracement here, and then earlier this year we had a massive retracement here. So after this retracement, if you can look properly, you can see that we actually had some trend line. Just from this point here, a very good trend line, and then the price came back to that point, bounced off. As I'm speaking now, we are still up. So technically we do expect price to continue at least up to this point. We do expect price to proceed upwards. It should hit the resistance level, which we have, this one. That we need to see price break beyond the previous week's highest high, this level here, so that we continue upwards up to 3381.6, somewhere here, 3381.6. The next symbol, we have gold. So gold is upwards. I'm going to add an indicator, our alligator indicator. You can see that we are up. The price continues to be held above the indicator itself, and we had a support here. So if you're on this chart today, you actually supposed to be looking for a buy from within this level. Had a resistance, a break above, a support, and then we had this point. Also have the next one. So if you're on this chart now, expect this to be a support here, expect this to be a support there, expect this to be a resistance, expect this to be a resistance, and expect this to be a resistance. So should the price come back to this point, that will give us the correct place to pick a sell from. So basically this sell remains true as long as the price does not break beyond this trend line. If the price goes above this trend line, then we expect a continuation to the upper side. Let's see what we have on our next symbol. Let's see what we have on our next symbol. We'll look at Brent oil.